The sun is out on a Saturday. I gotta go to Pomfret. My name's Mark from Let's Go Car Cruising, and I'm down at Pomfret, Connecticut, the Tri-State Cruisers, at the intersection of 101 and 169 at the Pizza 101. I got it all covered. Weekly cruise when the weather permits, which has been kind of sketchy this spring. And I'm here to get the stories of some cool cars because the stories are where it's at. Hang on, hold on, strap in. We're gonna see some cool cars. The field is full, and let's have a good time. Let's go car cruising. The Bad Ratitude. Ford Custom line, but it's got a big block Chevy in it. Tunnel ram, dual quads. Built gasser style. Don't know that it ever really raced, but it was built that way. Come down and take a look at the back of it. Taking care of business. Wow, cool car. So we'll take a walk, not on the wild side, but on the back side of the parking lot, and we'll check out some cool cars. This is my friend Mike, president of the Weirdos, Freaks, Wackos, and Creeps Car Club. One of his toys. Some of his friends. And some other cool cars. Look at this. Plain Jane. Wow. All right, we're here with Ron, and I told him as I walked up to him, I said, that color makes the car look not menacing.
Yeah, you're correct.
So you can sneak up on someone with it?
Yes, kind of, somewhat.
So it's a 70?
73.
Oh, 73, okay. I gotta learn this because I'm going to Carlisle next week. So
nice.
I gotta learn all this stuff before I get there so I don't look dumb. Tell me about the car.
Well, it's a 73, originally a 318 with air conditioning, cruise control, and I converted to a 440 with a 6-barrel.
Oh.
Yeah, I got that many years ago, like 20 years ago I bought the 6-barrel setup. And
when it was a little bit more affordable than they are now.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Good investment.
Yeah, it was then, yeah.
So you took that long to bit by bit?
Yeah, you know, multiple body shops, you know, you run into problems. So that happens, that's part of the business, so.
Yeah.
Finally got it back in 2023 and spent almost 2 years putting it back together.
Wow. Beautiful car. Beautiful car. So how does it drive?
Fantastic. Really, on the highway, it's the best.
Okay.
It's got 308 gears in it, so it cruises really nice.
Sure.
On the back roads, it drives nice too, on these bumpy back roads, but Connecticut has some nice roads up here, so.
Yeah. Where are you from?
Dudley, Massachusetts.
Oh, I grew up in Dudley.
Oh, nice.
There you go. Nice little town, from what I remember.
Yeah, it is. It is a nice town.
Awesome. Well, thanks for taking the time to say hello, and
no problem. Thank you.
Enjoy the car, and we'll see you out cruising with it.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
So this is unique and different. It's a 1980 Clinette Cabriolet Series 2. Got a little bit of Duesenberg styling, but it's a modern car, modern drivetrain, coach built. What a nice job. Come take a look. Interior. Again, it's modern. Top goes up, weatherproof. What a fun car. Be the only one at a car show with one of these. Well, John, I had to stop and look at the car, and then I'm glad I stopped to talk to you because it's got an awesome story.
Yeah.
The color scheme just, it drew me in.
Yeah, it's like I said, seems to be very popular, especially with the woman. They seem to like that color a lot. But it's a lot of people look at it and they seem to like the paint job.
So it's a 71.
71, yep.
And I saw the 3 pedals with the stick in the middle, so
It's a
it's proper.
It's one of 7,340 something 71 442s.
Okay.
Out of that number, 920 of them were W30s, 810 hardtops, and 110 convertibles. This was one of 247 4-speed hardtops,
Wow.
and 32 of the convertibles were 4-speeds.
Because they were starting to wane out of the muscle car stuff.
Out of the 7,071 442s, 895 of them were standards. All the
Right.
rest were autos.
Yeah. Wow.
It's not a very common car. I come across a lot of 71 W30s here and there. 4-speeds here and there, 4-speed convertibles. I don't think I've seen more than 4 or 5 in my lifetime. So they're pretty rare, but for the most part, these cars are finally starting to come into their own. And,
Right. Yeah.
I've had this car. I've owned it 40 years this year.
That's awesome.
Yep. I actually have another one that I've owned 46 years. So I don't sell anything very often.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not good at selling
I tend
stuff.
to hold
so.
on to things for a while. But the resto on this is 31 years old. It was done 31 years ago. And I put about 14,000 miles on it. It's been over the Tappan Zee Bridge 4 times.
It doesn't look, the paint doesn't look old.
No,
So
it actually
it's held up well.
The guys that did it were really good. He was actually well known locally for many years. Like I said, I don't know where he is now. I haven't seen him in many years, but they did a really bang up job on it. I was happy. It was the first resto I ever did, and it certainly has been really nice for me to be able to show this thing all these years.
Right.
And be able to drive it and still be a very presentable car. It's it's probably not a first place show winner at every show anymore, but it's still very presentable.
Well, and it's an important piece of history that you're getting out and you're sharing with others too. So
Yep.
Kudos to you for doing that too, because a lot of guys don't.
They were always the poorest stepsister for the GTOs and the Chevelles.
But they would stay with them though, wouldn't they?
If with the right stuff, yes, they would.
Yeah.
They would. The 71 W30, I think they did some road testing on it, and the quarter mile, the best they did at the time, I think was like 14.2 or 14.3, which for a low compression car with mid-range gears was pretty good.
Yeah. Awesome.
So this one I don't have no idea. I've never raced it. I actually threw the motor together 32 years ago, and it's still running.
There you go.
It's the first rebuild I ever did, and it's still running. So, and it doesn't run too bad.
There you go.
It doesn't make any noise, and it sounds okay.
Cool. Well, thanks for taking the time, John.
All right,
I appreciate it.
thank you very much. Nice meeting you.
Cruise the heck out of it. Have a
All right.
ball, and
Well, that.
hopefully we get some more like
Yep.
sunshine.
I just retired, and
summer.
I just retired, and that's my plan.
There you go. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Take care.
Well, Steve, it looks like you got the oldest car in the joint, and that probably happens a lot.
Yes,
Tell me about this one.
25 Dodge. It came off an estate in southern Connecticut. An old guy bought it about 10, 15 years ago, brush painted it, linseeded oiled the body, which was a shame, but it's so original. It's got the original blue paint on the wheels from Dodge.
Wow.
Yeah, it's original 100-year-old interior. Check out it's all 4-cylinder flathead, 12-volt negative ground starter generator, leather belt,
Wow.
and the
And the latch on the inside.
yeah, but nice thing, I mean, for 100 years old, but
Right, and it's, yeah. Now, what did they call this body style?
this is a body built by Cantrell in Long Island, New York, and it's a depot hack. It's the
There you
first
go.
Suburban,
Okay.
and everyone sent them to this. This was originally a Roadster, and they took this off at the factory and sent the rolling chassis to Cantrell, and they made the bodies out of kits. And the whole kit, everything's screwed together, brad nailed, and it's going to be a project. It's a shame to take it apart, but it's someday I'm going to have to do it. And it was an estate vehicle, so you can see that little repairs here and there, like
Sure.
fence wiring back here. But like I say, the time capsule of it is the is the blue paint.
That's really neat.
Yeah, and it's jump seats. All the original, they must have had the seats out in the barn, but the seats, this is unbolted, but it just comes out. It bolts in. I mean, it latches in.
It's got peg holes in the floor there.
It's got a peg hole in the floor, and the gas tank's back here. I got to loosen the seat to move it forward. And gas cap's under here.
That's really cool.
Yep. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to say hi and tell me about this, and leave it alone.
I'm gonna. I got enough projects.
No, it's cool.
Yeah.
Just the way it is.
Just the way it is.
Just the way it is. It's really cool. Thanks again. Have a great night.
You too. Thank you.
So this is the beast. It's a 1984 Maxim fire truck, and it seems to be in unrestored condition, which is cool. These things take a massive commitment because you can't put them in a regular garage. You gotta have a big building for them. I can't find any town names or logos on it, so don't know where it served, but it's cool nonetheless. Certainly do get attention wherever you go with that. Well, here with Randy, and I told him I liked the unusual, and this one kind of fits the bill, Randy. What do we got going on here?
Well, it's a component of all different years. The frame is a 2004 Explorer. The motor is an 85 Mustang motor. The transmission is a 95 Ford F-150. And then the body is a 68 Willys.
Okay.
And then the bed's custom built.
All right. So you get out with it, and how long have you had it?
This version, I just finished it this winter.
Okay.
Before, it was a totally different. Every year I change it up.
Well, that's what you can do with a custom vehicle, right? If yeah, I think I want to do this to it.
Yep.
Okay, cool. There's no rules.
Nope, no rules at all in this thing. Like I said, it's whatever parts laying around, I put them together.
So, drivability pretty good?
Oh, drivability is gorgeous. It's like a go-kart.
Wow.
600 horsepower go-kart.
Ooh. Yeah, that would.
It only weighs 1,800 pounds.
Wow. Well, have a ball with it. Thanks for taking the time to say hi and tell me about it, and enjoy it, and have a good cruising season.
You too.
Thank you. So check out this 67 Chevelle with that big rat under the hood. Wow. I heard it rumble in, and it was nasty sounding. So, take a look at the inside. Haven't been able to find the owner just yet. Automatic racing type shifter on it. Bucket seat interior. Really pretty car. I like the color. Don't see that very often. 67 Chevelle SS. Alan, I had to stop and say hi because I looked under the hood and I go, oh, that's different.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about this one.
Sure. Probably a little over 4 years ago, this came in on a trailer at Columbia Ford. And I was having service on one of my vehicles out there. So I followed this thing for years in the showroom. This thing sat there for 4 years without anybody buying it.
Oh.
So I showed some interest and stuff like that, and over the years, and then finally, about 8 months ago, we agreed on a figure, and the rest is history. But when it came through, it was just a regular 5-liter with no supercharger.
Okay.
But part of the Super Snake package, if you paid the price, they'd send it out and have the supercharger put on, the front end all rebuilt, brakes upgraded, cooling system upgraded, and I just couldn't pass it up.
Awesome. So it's a
2021.
21,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And wow.
Yeah, I've been following this thing, and I've always wanted a Shelby, and after all that time, we finally agreed on a figure, and yeah.
It sounds like you found the right one.
I did. Yeah. It's a keeper for me forever, anyways. But yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. Thank you very much.
thanks for taking the time to say
you're
hi,
welcome. You're
and
welcome. Yeah.
enjoy it, but safely.
Yeah. Oh yes, I will. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you again.
Thanks.
Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah.
I heard this one come in, and I said, that doesn't sound like a normal Volkswagen. And with that under the front of the, well, it's a trunk, but now it's a hood. Wow, pretty cool car. I'm fighting the loud music here, but it's pretty good amount of room. The seats are set back in the cabin a little bit, and it's got the big old meats, and those aren't Volkswagen tailpipes either. And here's the name, Bugale. There you go. We'll take a walk down this aisle. There's Ed. And check out some of the cool stuff. Again, get down here to Pomfret, Connecticut on a Saturday afternoon. There's no lights, so they kind of start early and end early. But there's always a ton of cool stuff here. And food's pretty good at the Pizza 101. And have yourself a good time. All right, we're here with Dickie, and Nassau Blue is one of my favorite all-time colors, and I recall, if I remember rightly, it was probably the most popular color back in these days. But
Yep.
this one's a little special with that lump
It looks like
under the hood.
summertime, so the blue with the sky and the blue waters. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a pretty car.
but this one's kind of unique.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's an original car. Never been painted. Never been restored.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, it's a good one.
And the 396.
It's rare. It's got power. It's got
Yeah.
power. Yeah.
So how long have you had it?
I've had it for 20 years. Yeah.
Wow. So it's a
Yeah.
member of the family.
I haven't done much to it, you know, odds and ends here and there, which they all need, but yeah. It's a
Well,
good,
congrats
good
for
car.
keeping it so nice, because lacquer paint doesn't traditionally,
No.
if it's not well cared
It's
for.
originally a California car, so
Oh, I
it's
see.
got a good has a good start, good beginning,
Yeah.
you know. So the weather was good out there, and you know, the frame's fine, everything's good, and I use it. It's a nice driver. I don't want it to be too nice. You're too nice, you don't drive them.
Exactly.
Right.
You'd be afraid to walk away from it.
Exactly. No, I use it all the time.
Beautiful. Well, congratulations. Thank
Yeah.
you for taking the time to say
Not a
hi and
problem.
tell me about the car. And
Not a problem. Thank you
and,
for the interview.
Don't forget to save the wave.
There you go.
I saw a couple Corvettes, newer ones, newer ones on the way down here today,
Yeah.
and they actually waved at me in my
Oh, yeah.
93. So
Yep.
I'm like, okay, somebody
Yeah,
taught them well.
We usually wave at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
But the new guys that never had one before,
Yeah, they don't know.
they don't know that yet.
No.
So we just need to teach them better.
Give them a slap in the head.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So we're here with Lucian and Marissa's going to tell me about the car because Granddad's camera shy. So tell me about this one, Marissa. It's really cool. I remember these from back in the day. That's telling you that I'm old.
Yeah. I believe most or all of it's just original to the car,
Okay.
of what I know more of. But
Are you driving it yet?
no.
Not yet?
Not
No.
yet.
Not yet. Not for a couple years.
Okay. But you talked grandfather into taking you out.
Yeah, I do that pretty much a lot.
Good.
And
Well, that
most of
gets
the
him
time.
out to use.
She enjoys the car show.
Gets her out to enjoy the car. So what year is this now? I didn't read the book.
1977, if I'm right.
Okay, 77, and a Cobra 2. What a cool car.
Yeah.
All original to my knowledge.
They're only original once, so leave it alone.
I don't change my cars.
Yeah,
Anything.
yeah.
You know, I don't modify them or anything. I try to keep them as close to the way they were bought, brand new, because it gives people an idea what they looked like back in the day.
Right.
This is what we had back then.
Yep. And if not for this, the Mustang wouldn't exist today.
Exactly.
This was kind of a bridge.
And it got a lot of hell over the years.
Oh, tell me, yes.
And-
Yep.
You know, I've had conversations with people. They get to looking at the car and you start talking about it. Oh, well, they're this, they're that, they're the other thing. I'm like, well, Not really. This is actually, you know, underpowered. And no, not really. If it's a 4-cylinder,
Sure.
yeah.
Right.
In 74, they only had a 4-cylinder and a 6-cylinder. So if the car magazines are test driving them, they're test driving more than likely a 4-cylinder.
Yep.
It's not a V8.
Right.
So there was no V8 in 74. 75, they put a V8 in. This one happens to be a V8. So it gets up and goes.
It goes fine.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. Well,
It's not a Pinto, and you know, everybody thinks it's that too, and it's not.
right.
A lot of the information that came about over the years, a good portion of it is incorrect.
Sure.
You got to do your homework and figure out what's what.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for taking the time to say hello and tell me a little bit about the car. And I remember them back in the day, so that makes it cool.
Yes, it does.
Brings me back to when I was young.
Yes, it does.
All right. Thanks again. Have a great time.
All right, you too.
All righty. I guess it's time to go because people are filing out. The sun is starting to fade
Thanks for coming
towards the
today, guys.
horizon.
We had
But anyway,
good
thanks for
cruise.
watching. I really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, I encourage you to click the like button, hit the subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Helps the small channel grow and tells me you like what I'm doing. So
Right now they're saying a nice weekend.
that's cool,
next
right?
week, guys.
Okay. Thanks again. Get out and use your
Trust the
cars.
weather,
Come
man.
down here to Pomfret on a Saturday. It's a great cruise night, great crowd,
Well,
and
listen up, guys.
the
We're gonna do
50-50
the
is
trophies, and
usually
again, I wanna
pretty
thank
large too if you're into that
Motorhead
sort of thing.
Magazine.
All the proceeds that they raise go to the Hole in the Wall Gang Camp just down the road in Ashford, Connecticut, and so it's for a good cause as well. Get your cars out, use them, folks. The weather is getting better, and it's time to go. Bring a kid to a car show and have some fun with your cars. Make memories, not excuses. And as always, remember,
The Outlaw Run.
let's go car cruising.
Been
And if
doing
you
the
enjoyed
episode for
this
years,
video,
and now they're
check
gonna
out
make
some
a
more
movie
cool
out of it,
cars at
right?
this one here, and I'll see you over there.